stare. She makes my four-wheel mud tires turn. I'm stuck on her, she's the one. I just can't look away. I'm so damn proud, I wanna shout it out loud. I love her more every day. So I'm gonna take every chance that I get just to tell her how I feel. Hey there, cowboy, what you waiting for? Take your cowgirl out on that floor. Spin her around, turn her upside down till she can't take it no more. Hey cowboy, tell her she looks good, that she's the hottest girl in this world, the prettiest thing you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, hey cowboy, what you waiting for? Take your sweetheart out on that floor. Spin her around, turn her upside down till she can't take it no more. Hey cowboy, tell her she looks good, she's the hottest thing in this world, the prettiest thing you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, she's the prettiest girl you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, show her all. Show her all. Show her all. Hey cowboy, show her all.
All right, Kinsman,
Here we are.
you got the memo. No red for once.
That's right. So we
You
decided to put
finally
Alzheimer's
listened.
Blue on
Yeah.
for tonight.
You finally listened.
Yes.
Tomorrow,
I
no red, though.
I finally, I'm going to wear the red one.
Even when
That's
Tracy
it.
leaves, you got to listen to. Why do we have pre-production meetings
That's
when you
right.
take no
Well,
notes
I
at all?
have no clue. Well, that's going on. But no, we picked up these beautiful blue shirts.
Yes.
The Alzheimer's, the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's happening
Correct.
at the end of the month. That's why we brought Tracy from the Alzheimer
Yes,
Society.
but I'm going to test your knowledge right off the bat. What's the full name of the Alzheimer Society here in our area? There's a lot
Cochrane
of-
Temiskaming.
That is actually.
Is that everything, though?
So it's Alzheimer Society Cochrane Temiskaming. The only reason we left Timmins-Porcupine on the Facebook page is because we still operate as Alzheimer Society Timmins-Porcupine District Incorporated. That's our legal name. So
okay.
it's too much of a mouthful.
So you're saying Kinsman's
So
right.
you're both right.
I am right.
You're both right.
Well, if you say we're off to a bad start if you say Mark's right. Look at the smile on his
Are we
face.
keeping score?
Yeah, we always.
Never,
Because
we
I'll
never
win.
keep score.
Tracy,
no.
this
I'll
is
win.
We never
a
keep score.
continuing competition on this show, but
Always.
it is awesome,
That's
to be
it.
back, and we love all the work they're doing over there. And I think before we get into, you guys have a lot of fun promotions going on, fundraisers. I know you've been on the show a couple times, but I really want to go back again and talk about, the importance of the work that you folks do, for patients or clients. I may not be using the right word, but most importantly, for the families. It's humongous what you folks serve to the community.
It's really, truly an honor and a privilege to be part of the family's journey as they move through this disease that they didn't ask for. We offer all kinds of different support and programs for the family specifically. Yes, for the person who's living with the disease themselves, but really more our support is for the caregiver and the family. So if, it could be a family member has Alzheimer's disease and they have 5 kids. And we can help those 5 kids and that other spouse navigate what happens next and where do they go and how do they reach out for help. And if they don't have a formal diagnosis, how do they even get that? Where do they start? So
There's got to be a lot of unanswered questions
there is. And
when someone gets diagnosed, newly diagnosed.
And even if they're not diagnosed, if it's a probable diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease, they have all the signs and symptoms, but they haven't gone for testing, we'll still support. We don't need that formal diagnosis. Honestly, we have referrals pouring in constantly across our area, and it's really just going to continue to grow. The more awareness that we put out there that we exist, the higher the numbers are, and that's good. That's what we want. We want people to reach out. We don't want people to feel alone, especially the caregiver who's, been living at home alone with their significant other for the past 3 years, maybe afraid to go out, not knowing where to turn and who to talk to. They get this diagnosis that their loved one now has Alzheimer's disease. Now what do? Who do they talk to? Who do they reach out to? We offer that support virtual, in person, on the phone, whatever they need in order to be able to meet their needs is the way that we deliver service.
And they can come in and see you at the 101 Mall.
They can come in, we can call them. We sometimes we have booths everywhere lately. It's summertime, everybody wants to be outside, so we are everywhere as much as we can be, and we always have lots of information at our booth, so you can come on up and talk to any staff, say, hey, I want somebody to call me, we'll take your name and number, and so you can self-refer, you can have a referral from primary care, you can have a referral from another community partner. So there's so many different pathways into the support that we offer, but really we want to help that person who's the primary caregiver get all of their needs met as best as possible with the support from us. So it might be we link them to other community resources. Maybe we connect them with Red Cross so that they have Meals on Wheels, or they get home care from...
you never leave anybody, fending for themselves.
No, that's right.
You'll direct them to some other service that can
And
care
there's
for them.
no time limit on our call. I have 4 First Link Care navigators, and if somebody calls and they need 2 hours to talk, or they come in and they need 2 hours to visit, they can have 2 hours. There's no rush. And so we really want people to be able to communicate all of their needs and all of their frustrations and all of their fears so that we can really, truly direct them into the right pathway, navigate through the system, connect them to community resources, connect them to the support group that we offer, to connect them through our Adult Day program so that they can get that break that they need. We do have our Blue Bulb campaign that we ran from September through to January last year. It was specifically for a subsidy program for our day program. So if you want your loved one to attend the day program, but you can only afford 1 day a month, we can work with you to give you a couple of days a month or 3 days a month at the same price as what you would pay for that 1 day. And that's a great way for you to help your neighbor and your friend. If you know that your neighbor is living with a diagnosis of dementia or a non-diagnosis and they're part of our day program and you want to give a gift to that neighbor, come in and prepay for some day program for them. It's a great way to really have your neighbor be receiving some support and care.
It's an awesome way to get involved. And one of the questions I have, first of all, a lot of people are commenting that they love the shirts.
Yes.
And they are amazing.
Get your shirts.
They are amazing. But I'm kind of curious, where does the color blue come from in terms of representing Alzheimer's?
Good question. Yeah. So Canada is blue and the States is purple. So different countries across the globe have chosen different colors. I can't say where the color blue comes from. I don't know, but I know that in our
It's a nice blue.
It is a nice blue. In our flower logo that we have, there's 3 flowers, 3 forget-me-nots. 1 stands for the caregiver, 1 stands for the person living with dementia, and 1 stands for the Alzheimer Society. So the way that we connect together to support and wrap around the family. So blue's a great color. It's my favorite color.
And again, for the walks coming up, which we'll chat about at the end of the month, for May 27th, when you get one of these shirts, you need to donate and fundraise $100 to get this shirt.
Yeah, so we have white for staff. So if you do attend one of our walks, all of the team that are there to help and facilitate the walk and make sure you are safe are all in a white shirt, and then all the participants will be in a blue shirt. And so we really wanted to have that designation so that if somebody does need assistance, they know exactly who to go to. It's very clear. All the staff, depending on the weather, will have one of their fleece jackets on too. So we're really identifiable. We want people to be safe. We want you to bring your loved one who has dementia out and come for a walk and get some fresh air and bring back that community. So yes, definitely either fundraise using our walk website or grab a pledge sheet at one of our locations or give us a call. We can email them to you. Fundraise, ask your friends and family.
Well,
you get $100.
And you're looking for people to, register teams.
Yeah.
Can you register by yourself and teams?
Absolutely.
But before I mention that, we're going to get Ronnie to pull up the link to the webpage.
Yes, if you can do that, Ronnie.
Ronnie will take care of that.
Ronnie's working behind the scenes there.
It took 2 of us to ask, but he'll copy and paste that in the comment section as we continue to chat.
Yeah.
You will find all the information, including the walk on there. All right.
Yes, and there's the walks, and you can put a team in for Timmins. There's Kapuskasing and Temiskaming Shores.
That's right.
All grouped together.
That's right. So we decided this year to do things a little bit differently. We really do want to grow the awareness that we exist. And so Kapuskasing is our north main location. Timmins and Temiskaming Shores, we're growing in Temiskaming Shores. And so by planning a walk, there are staff at all of the sites. You are going to have great people there planning a fun day. But what's happening in one site is happening in another site. So we're keeping it consistent the same way we do with our programs.
So the 27th, the walk is at
27th,
all those
yeah.
locations.
Yeah, registration either online at the website that he's putting in, or if you just want to type it in yourself, walkforalzheimers.ca, and then you find the province and you find the community you want to register for. You can register as a team. So if you want to be a team captain, so you could be a team captain and you can get all your cronies to follow you and join, or you can.
Do you have any friends besides me, Kinsman?
I might.
I don't.
Yeah.
But Tracy
have
was
one.
saying here, on these shirts, you can put the person you're walking for on the
yeah.
back
On
of the
the
shirt.
back.
So let's see. So we'll stencil the name.
Yeah, you can
Of the
write
person
it.
on board,
We
yeah.
do have some stickers that will be available on the walk site too, so you'll be able to write who you're walking for. I'm walking in honor of my grandmother who passed away quite some years ago, and she's the reason that I really want to work where I do work. I would say every single person that works for our organization is there for a personal reason, and either they absolutely love seniors and they've worked with seniors for a long time, or they've worked with seniors with dementia, or they've had a friend or family member who's lived through it, and it really, it's not just a job.
Well, we have, I always have to pause when we get this, when we get a hi mom or hi dad or hi
moms, yeah,
brother.
there we are.
We have a Nikki St. Clair.
Aw.
This is
Hi, sweetie.
daughter.
Yeah.
Nikki's tuning
All
in.
right.
Yes.
We always pause when
Yeah.
like if the daughter chats to the mom or dad.
Family members want to chime in.
Yeah.
That made my day. Thank
Of
you.
course.
I get to see her tomorrow. I'm so excited. I haven't seen her in not tomorrow, Friday. I'm
Oh,
so
okay.
excited. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Where's she coming in from?
I'm going actually to Waterloo.
Okay.
All right.
So
well,
when
there
you talk
go.
about memories, this is our second annual Ladies Weekend. So my mother,
all right.
my
Awesome.
sister-in-laws,
I love
and
this.
nieces.
Go ladies.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
Did you just say go ladies?
Well, ladies
What are you,
weekend.
in
Well,
Greece?
but,
Big-
yeah, we're in
So it'll be fun.
Don't invite Mark to the ladies party.
No,
you know.
definitely not.
Yeah, yeah. If there's anyone saying go ladies, it's a different form of entertainment.
Yeah.
That's
So the person that brings
that's where the radio career
Totally
started.
different
Working at the Boo
show.
in Belleville, way back.
Yeah.
go
That's it.
ladies.
Totally different show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's it. So Susan's saying my dad and a few of his brothers have suffered with Alzheimer's. It is a terrible disease for everyone involved. And Susan, first of all, absolutely right. And she mentions the big word in there is everyone involved. Not only does
That's
it
right.
affect the individual with Alzheimer's, it affects the family and the surrounding family, extended family, the friendships.
everybody is
And
involved.
this is why the awesome work you folks are doing, like really help provide, with the guidance and support. I think it's so valuable.
Thank you. Well, for every person who's living with a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease, there's 3 other people that are affected. And whether that's children or grandchildren or a spouse, it could be a neighbor, the burden on our system really is significant. So the statistics show caregivers spend 26 hours a week caring for a loved one, unpaid work for somebody living with
You're
dementia.
heroes without capes. right there.
26 hours a week, on top of sometimes full-time jobs, on top of co-parenting and raising grandchildren and supporting our adults who are struggling because of the pandemic. So
And where do they find time to, maybe take a pause or
That's
a
right.
break? And that's where
That's right.
you folks come into the
Yeah.
picture. If they said, hey,
Yeah.
I need some time, or
Yeah.
are there people that can go and visit the families?
So we don't have an in-home respite program, but we do have our day program respite program. And some of the societies across the province, so we work really closely with the other Alzheimer societies in Ontario. Some of them do have an in-home respite program. It's something that before I retire, there's a few things that I want. I want an overnight respite and I want in-home respite to be offered. So putting it out
That's on
there
the
for
bucket list.
anybody who is like seriously interested in, possibly figuring out how that can be funded. We'd need a home, we'd need it to be safe.
We need the
it
George
to-
Perrys of the world to be
we do.
watching this
We
show.
need an angel. We need an angel.
Yeah.
We need another big thing, we're talking about the support. Sometimes the small things matter. So I mentioned this before. When my mom had Parkinson's and dementia set in at the later stages, it was the support we were provided by the group in Thunder Bay was so helpful because my mom would say she's been places or going places and we had no idea. And initially, no, Mom, you're not right. You are X, Y, Z. But that's absolutely wrong way because that was agitating her. So the guys are providing us just continue on with their story. That's what they absolutely believe. And you're not providing any help correcting them at that moment.
You're just creating more agitation and more confusion. So live with them where they are in that moment right then.
Because that could be the happiest moment that
That's right.
they're trying to bring back.
So
right?
people with dementia tend to fall back eventually into like a 13 to 30 time frame. So thinking about what did they do during that point in their life, is there something wonderful and special that you know that they did? Talk to them about that. Say, hey, remember that time that you went fishing and you caught that fish? Tell me about that. They'll remember something about that past time. So we've talked before about that bookshelf, you know, that when the bookshelf falls, it's the memories that are at the top that are most recent that fall first. And then the memories that they've had in longer in life. I always use my arm as if it's a bookshelf, but it's really, I'm very visual. So if here's your bookshelf and it topples over, the things on the top come out first. And that's your most recent.
So acknowledge those memories
but really
first,
go back and know your person, find out about their life and talk to them about those things. You know, I tell people a lot if I present, I'm probably going to be a wanderer if I get dementia because I used to wander all the time as a kid. I'm very adventurous. I like to go out and be outside and do things. So if I get dementia, Nikki, you can make sure that you're talking to me about those things, you know, when I was younger and where I went and where I camped.
It might stimulate some different triggers.
And you're bringing them back to talk about something that they know, and any memory that's associated with emotion is something that we remember longer. So all of the things that make me feel, you know, happy and thrilled, talk to me about those things. Right. It'll calm me down.
And as we get, you know, our population gets older, the baby boomer effect, you are probably seeing more and more people come through your doors on a yearly, maybe monthly, maybe weekly basis.
We are.
Yeah.
Tends to be Friday. If Caroline's on, she'll agree. Friday we get a lot of referrals for some reason. It's just probably the day that they're all being processed. But as people age, we're better able to manage other health-related conditions. And so dementia, over 1 in 10 over 65, 1 in 3 over 85. So as we're aging and we're all getting older, we can manage, you know, our blood pressure and we can manage diabetes, we can manage all those other illnesses. Dementia it's there. You're not going to get it for sure, but the incidence of getting it is much more significant the older that you get. And so we really want to make sure that people know that we're here and they can call, just reach out. We'll
guys are there at any time of the day, any time of the week.
Yep.
You know, maybe someone's sitting at home. You know, how do they tell the signs if someone is, you know, on the verge of, you know, being diagnosed with Alzheimer's?
We have a couple of different pamphlets, 10 warning signs. So one of the big ones that you could look for is if it's winter and I'm outside in my shorts, and that happens more than once. You know, I'm not just running out because I'm guilty of this. I'll run out and take the dogs out in my shorts in the wintertime, as long as it's not like 40 below. But sometimes I've been known to do that. But I'm not out wandering the streets and I'm not confused. I'm not showing up at the bank and not sure where I am. I'm not going back to an old address that I've lived at. And so really keeping track, you know, you can find it on our website, so alzheimer.ca/Timmins. Look for 10 warning signs. So if you have all of the things happening on there that you're seeing in a loved one, keep track of that and put it on a calendar. Go and see the doctor. Ask them to send you for an assessment with the Northeast Specialized Geriatric and see what's going on. It could be related to medication. So every time that you have memory loss, it's not necessarily Alzheimer's disease, and that's what people are afraid of.
Something else.
Yes, it accounts for 60% of dementia, but it doesn't mean that if you have memory loss, it's because of Alzheimer's disease. So again, medication, it could be a bladder infection, especially in older gentlemen. So that can be treated and it can be, you know, worked on and the body can be healed a little bit. But yeah, there's lots of different things and everybody's different. So what you might present with and you might present with would be two different things. And so it's up to primary care to give that actual formal diagnosis. But we're seeing more and more people in younger onset.
Wow.
Well, we have a question from Susan. I'm going to bring it up.
Yep.
Do you think people should be tested to see if they have the chance of it being passed on from generation to generation? I have a gene called Ono gene. Hope I pronounced that correctly. That is a gene. What is it?
Ono gene?
Ono gene. That is a gene that makes me prone to cancer. So wondering, since Alzheimer's is in my father's generation, should a person get tested?
So you can. There's about 5% of Alzheimer's disease is familial, so genetic. It passes down through parents. The gene that people are looking for is APOE4. So if you get tested and you have APOE4, which Chris Helmsworth, he has that. Doesn't mean you're going to get dementia. It means you're at an increased risk of getting that. If you have APOE6, that's actually preventative. So you can take the testing, but before you take the testing, determine what is that going to do for your life? What's the quality of that information going to do for your life? Will it help you to plan for the future in the event that you get it? Or is it going to cause you undue stress and worry that, oh, maybe I forgot what this is, now I have dementia. And so you just have to be careful that you're not going to self-diagnose because you have that marker. So a lot of people do it because they want to know that, maybe they have some kids and they want to make sure that they have a plan set just in case. But definitely know the reason, because you don't want to add more to the stress that we already carry in life. It's a lot. So,
lots of stress.
But APOE4 is what they would test for.
And again, they can go and find all this information readily available on your
Yep,
website,
on our
Facebook pages.
Yeah, there's some different clinical trials that happen. There's a new medication that's come out that is past its, well, it's not fully out yet, but it's past its third trial. Actually in Canada, it's been already approved in the States, but it's very expensive because it does require MRIs and PET scans, so PET scans. So whether Canada decides to actually approve that anytime soon, I don't know. But really, we want to talk about prevention. So what sorts of things can you do now to actually either delay onset or to actually make it so you don't get it? So eating well, sleep. Sleep is the most important thing that you can do, because when you sleep, that's when your body heals itself from all of the things that you've done through the day. Making sure you're drinking water, making sure you're moving. And I'm not saying go to the gym and be like Mark. I'm saying do something that you love. It might be just that you go for a walk. It might mean that you take the stairs more often than you would taking an elevator. Like I said, eating well, not drinking, not smoking. We actually do have also on our website, there's lifestyle factors that you can actually take action now. Even if you have the APOE4 gene, take action now and be the absolute best self that you can be. Managing your stress. So there's chronic stress, that's debilitating, and then there's motivating stress. That, oh my gosh, my alarm's going off and I need to be at KINZ and KLOMP right now. That's motivating stress. It gets you here and it hustles. Chronic stress that builds up over time, whether it's from a capital T trauma that you've had in your life or multiple traumas, or it could be just from other medical conditions that you're dealing with, or just life in and of itself, trying to figure out ways to manage that. So are you meditating? Do you go in nature? Nature is the best place for you to be.
Walks,
and where do we
sit
live?
on the dock, go down and
enjoy
skip
the
rocks
water.
at Gillies Lake on a hot summer's day.
Get rid of the phone. Don't be on your phone all the time. We thought phones were connecting, right? And so we all are all about connections that matter. How do we connect to each other? How do we connect to the neighbors? A phone is great if you use it to be intentionally connecting. It's not connecting if you're just scrolling on Facebook and liking somebody's profile. Call them, call your friends, call your family, use your phone to do old school type of connection. But get out and really breathe the space that people are in. Go feed the ducks and watch them and experience those little joys. That's how you keep yourself healthy and balanced. And you might think, oh, there's no possible way, but really, truly, all the research is showing prevention and healthy living now is going to help you later as you age.
How comfortable are people talking about Alzheimer's now? I'm sure it's gotten better as awareness has been built, but it can be scary. So I'm seeing a couple comments online when you talk about being tested.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I'd want to know, and others are like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
They want to bury it.
The awareness piece has increased, but there's still, do you still feel like there's some ways to go talking about it, opening up? Because it's a scary subject.
It is, and people are afraid to lose the memories of their loved one. Like the thought of not knowing my children would break my heart, right? And that's what we're afraid of. We're afraid of losing the person we've gone through life with. We've been married for 50 years and they don't know me. And that's really hard to take. They know if they like you. They can feel your energy. They might not know who you are, but they're going to know if they like you. So definitely stigma, though, is out there. People don't want to talk about Alzheimer's disease and dementia. It used to be, people were demented. We don't use that anymore. People are not demented. People are living with a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease. So the more we talk about it, the more we normalize conversation around brain health, because that's what this is. It's brain health. The more that we get into schools and talk to children about brain health, not necessarily about Alzheimer's disease specifically, but about brain health. What can you do to keep your brain healthy? You can wear a helmet when you do sports. You can eat healthy. You can drink water. You can get sleep. You can be in nature. All those same things. If we start to focus our attention on prevention and on conversation, and don't be afraid to talk about the hard things, especially with the people who you're close to, your friends and your neighbor. Share with your neighbors if your loved one has a diagnosis of dementia. So like I said, I'll probably wander. So if I would hope that my husband would say, hey, if you see her out wandering in the night, can you please come and knock on the door? Because that's building community. And the more we talk about it, the less stigma that there's going to be.
That's right. And, going out to the walk, participating in the walk helps build.
Gives back.
Of course, it's a fundraiser, but it also helps build awareness, and you're going to meet a lot of awesome people that can help educate you, like we learned last year participating. And I love that people are also sharing their own ideas of what they use to get that great gear, right? Whether it's a walk or feeding the ducks.
That's right.
Watching the leaf stresses mark out. So no more
that's
leaves.
it.
You were told
Geez.
by Tracy.
Yeah.
You could
Not
scratch.
this Tracy, the other Tracy.
Yeah.
I'm not telling
Tracy.
Mark what to do.
Please
Yeah.
do. Please, some of us to
Don't
tell
wear
them.
red.
Well,
no,
I've been told that a few times there. Yeah.
no.
Need darker merch
do
for
you
the
have
show.
meetings in your workplace? I
Not-
don't know why we have them here. No one listens to
Well,
me,
there's only
Tracy.
2 of you,
Right.
so
Well, we still got to have a meeting. I'm like, it's
have
not
a
gonna-
meeting about a
That's
meeting.
Yes.
The meeting about a meeting.
This sounds-
It's the meetings that should be an email.
Yeah.
and
Right.
A text.
Or it's the email about
right.
the meeting that's going to happen about the meeting.
We met for 10 minutes where you could have taken 2 minutes and I could have read it in a text.
Let's chat about
Yeah.
money.
Yes,
Yes.
lots of money. Obviously, raising money for the IG Wealth Management Walk, the Alzheimer's Walk at the end of the month, is one way to make money. But there's also a way to give back through the Alzheimer Society
have
with
so
a
much going on.
50-50. Who doesn't want to win money?
Yeah, we have so much going
Yeah,
on.
tell us
This is
about
our
this.
busy time. So in part of an Ontario Tourism Federation grant that we received, part of the funds that we got was to actually help us raise the money that we lost during the pandemic. So during the pandemic, we couldn't host our walk, we couldn't do the duck race, we couldn't do any of those things. And so part of our responsibility to deliver a service as a nonprofit charity funded by Ontario Health is we still do have to fundraise a portion of our operating budget every year in order to make ends meet. So that money does not go for salaries, and my staff will tell you they don't make big bucks because they don't do this for the money, they do it for the love of the people. So we fundraise to raise so that they can have a phone, so they're reachable by the clients. So that they can travel, so that they can get to where they need to be by the client, for the clients. We don't charge for services except for the adult day program, and that's a nominal fee to cover food and consumable resources. So everything else that we need to spend money on it comes from fundraising, and it's about 20% of our operating budget currently that we need to fundraise. So definitely the walk, come for awareness, but also come to support the cause. So the 50-50 draw. On Rafflebox, that's the platform we're using, so rafflebox.ca/raffle/Alzheimer's. You can buy not Alzheimer's. You can buy a 50-50 ticket. We've had a bit of comment that our ticket prices are expensive. I think one ticket is $10, and then they go up from there.
Okay.
That was a recommendation of Rafflebox to do their draw that way. It really doesn't matter if you say it's one ticket, it could be 10 tickets. The ratio to purchase is the same if you purchase other ways. Anyway, I digress. So 50-50 draw.
Okay.
We draw once a month. It only is going until December, so we're only doing one full year. January was great. The winner won just over $3,000. February, they won over $1,500, and I have my cheat sheet here.
Nice.
March, they won just over $2,500. April was just over $1,100, and then May, so far, we've sold over $1,200 worth, so
Wow,
that would be
it's gonna
$600.
Big jackpot.
So we
right
hope
now.
it's going to be a big jackpot. Really, support local. This fundraiser is not not just for us. So the proceeds, our portion, is divided between us, Sault Ste. Marie, and Sudbury. So the 3 societies are working together to do this fundraiser, to do the marketing for it, to do the ad campaign. And so if you buy a ticket to that, even if you don't win, half of what you've given supports people right across the Northeast. And our colleagues in the North, we've really tried to work together to create continuity, and what, if you call Sault Ste. Marie, they're going to tell you the same information that we will. They have the same programs. So we really are building on each other's successes to ensure that whatever service you get in Toronto and Timmins and Stratford and Goderich is all the same, with some variation depending on, day program. They're not everywhere, but yeah. So that's our raffle. So buy your ticket.
Buy your tickets.
Buy your ticket.
And I'll tell you right now, Erin's doing an amazing job.
Yes, she is. There she
Posting
is right
the
there.
links.
She's posting the link to the raffle right now in the comment section.
She's the best.
Yes, you've got great staff. And again, they say no I in team, but your team.
Who says that?
Well, that's what they say.
Who's
well,
they?
I say who they say.
It is, I can't even tell you.
Like a phenomenal staff you have.
Yeah, they are amazing.
It's really, I've never in my life worked anywhere where people come to work with passion. They come to work if they're not feeling well and they need to be sent home. Like, please don't come if you're sick. I know you love us, but like, it's the work we do is so rewarding, and the way the team builds each other up, it really, I'm getting goosebumps. They are the best, right from CAP all the way down to Temiskaming. Every single person, you have my gratitude every day, and they do know that.
All friendly smiles.
They do.
And again,
They're
so anybody
unreal.
who walks in for their first ever diagnosis, the day they get diagnosed, they're always going to be greeted with a smile, and
Always.
with people who are compassionate and
we
care.
answer the phone. Real people on the phone,
Oh,
real people in the office.
That is a pleasure right there. Just that alone
yeah.
is. Ronnie had
big
started some
bonus.
comments, and those are usually questions. Just, can you go over there, Ronnie, to make sure, don't want to miss anything, in your starred folder?
Joanne says, great comment. It only takes 1 ticket to win the 50-50.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
In your starred
And again,
folder, Ronnie?
Who
We
wouldn't
had
want to
a-
win a few,
can Ronnie hear us?
$1,000?
Yeah, we had a winner from Moonbeam
Yeah.
last month. So the person who won was from Moonbeam. We had somebody win from Southern Ontario, somebody from Sault Ste. Marie, I think. I don't know. Erin will correct me if I'm wrong. But you can go on our 50-50 raffle page. So actually, if you go to Northern 50-50 raffle, Erin, can you please post that? Because I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Erin's typing like mad right
Yeah.
now. I can hear her
Yeah,
clicking away.
and so if you follow and like that page, you're going to see all of our stuff about the raffle right away. We didn't want to put that on our main page because it really is a separate. A lot of times people do want to support with a 50-50 draw, but there's also people that purchase just because they want to purchase and that
just wanna
opportunity
donate,
to win
yeah.
money. So we really tried to have two streams of information on social
love it.
media.
Nice.
They're doing so much work there.
Doing amazing work. Yeah, the
Ronnie,
Alzheimer
was there
Society.
any other ones? I did see the one you popped up. Was there any other ones in the starred folder?
No, just website.
Joanne says she's all for the
perfect.
50-50, so
All
go buy a
right.
ticket,
Thank you.
Joanne. She
That's right.
just might win. Joanne's
Yeah.
pretty lucky.
And Nicole
on
says,
this show. Nicole says the
support a
same
good
thing.
cause.
Yeah, support a great cause, and the money's going right back to our communities.
Yeah, and it stays here. So what's raised by us stays here and supports our programming from Hearst to Temiskaming Shores. So we've been around since 1988, and it was just Timmins-Porcupine where the name came from. And now our service delivery, there was one person in office in 1988, then there was a couple, and then there was 5 when I first started, and we have 22 now. And our
keeps
programs
growing.
grow, our services grow. If we fundraise a lot at our walk, maybe now we can have more outreach in Raymore, more outreach in Kirkland Lake, and so every dollar really does help and support your neighbor.
That's a great question, because when other groups come on here, they say that there are a lot of areas that are underserved. And I'm wondering if that's the same with the Alzheimer Society. Are there populations that, all populations should be served, but are there areas that are significantly underdeveloped in terms of support?
You definitely think, I grew up in Southern Ontario, so everything, I used to joke with my family, is 10 minutes, right? So it was 10 minutes to here and 10 minutes to there. Well, that's not how it is up here. It's a couple of hours sometimes, or it's an hour, and if you don't have transportation, how can
tough,
you get to where you need to go? So we do serve Raymore, Holtire, Iroquois Falls, Tunis, Cochrane, Smooth Rock Falls, Opishing, all of those small communities will go to you if you need us to go to you. We also have an office in Kapuskasing, one in Timmins and one in Temiskaming, to try to have somewhere for people to get.
Northern Ontario
We do.
umbrella.
So it's almost 600 kilometers from one end of our district to the other. And so all of the northern societies have really big, service
a big
delivery area.
territory. Yeah.
Catchment areas.
Catchment area.
yeah.
There you
But
go.
we do everything that we can. So if somebody has access to internet and they want to do a virtual, we can join on Zoom, we can join on Teams, we can, join on Facebook Messenger video if that's all that they have. If there's a way, whatever people need, we'll figure out how to get the service there. We'll mail information to them. They can join our virtual activities that we have that go on as well. So that's our goal. It's not about us, it's about the family.
No, it's
How
about
do we
the
help?
family.
Yeah.
And speaking of goals, monetary-wise for the walks, what would be the magic number that the Alzheimer Society would love to see up here?
So
raised?
last year we raised $6,000 in Timmins. This year we right now on our 3 pages are just might even be over 2,500.
Oh, wow.
And that's 3.5 weeks out. That's amazing. So that's if you took 6,000 and we did it by 3 sites, that's 18,000 that we would want to raise. So we're getting there. That we get a lot on walk day. A lot of people are raising, old-fashioned way, paper forms, and they bring that in.
They'll drop it off the day of the walk.
Yeah, come in the day of the walk. If we raised 10, I'd be happy. If we raised 15, I'd be thrilled. If we raised 20, I'd probably cry because it shows the community support. This year, like I said, first walk in Kapuskasing, first walk in Temiskaming Shores. That support from those communities has been absolutely phenomenal. And part of it is the teams in those communities know people. They've been going out, they've been, hustling, dropping off posters, bringing letters to sponsorship, the support from community organizations and from, I think the Rotary Club in Cap has a team and, Community Living has a team. They're really getting people involved and bringing back that community spirit. And so, hats off to the teams. There's no competition between site. It's all for one and one for all, and that's
whoever
really
can
how.
make a buck, and then you combine it all together.
Yeah, but it's really it's not me planning this walk this year. It's Aaron and the team, and they've all divided into teams, and so all the staff are with one specific site, and it's unbelievable what they're putting together. So
And we'll be a part of the 27th walk here in
We're
Timmins.
excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. We'll maybe see it. Maybe that's why it's raining so much. Well, we're holding out for some sunshine on the 27th.
Rain or
Right?
shine,
say,
right?
or snow, we're there.
That's it.
May 27th, 10 a.m.
We'll be there. Yeah.
Coats, hats, whatever. We've done that before. It's all good.
Yeah. It was nice last year.
Yeah.
I can remember.
Yeah.
You just double jinxed it. See?
Yeah.
It was nice last year, so they owe him some rain.
No, but it was a little
Rain,
cool.
rain, rain,
It
rain.
was cool.
Our 8x11 hanging on our wall of fame there. We're wearing our hoodies there, so it was a little cool that day, but
Yeah.
still had some
Yeah.
sunshine. So hope we
But
get some sun and maybe
the
some warmth
ducks
this
will
year.
like it, and then we can talk about the duck race. So you see, I can bring in the duck.
Look
and
at
then
your
we'll-
segue, right? The queen
So
of
the duck
segue
race,
here.
definitely we have the duck race tickets on sale again. You can only get them right now at a booth. So if you go to the Sportsman Show, they were there. The Home Show, they're there. There's a booth somewhere in Kapuskasing. I don't know if it's this weekend. There's so much happening. I can't even keep track anymore. So
All
get
over
them
the
there
place.
first. Get in at the
But
beginning.
get a duck and a chance to
Yeah.
win, was it $5,000
$5,000
for the first placed
Yeah.
duck? And,
So we have to do it different. You
Well,
wanna,
last year, last
Yeah.
year, there's again another 8x11 in our wall of fame from last year's duck race, where all the ducks, it was KINZ and KLOMP and Justin Moran from V&M Renovations out capturing all these ducks along the Matagi.
They all got sucked underneath.
They
the
got
current.
sucked
well,
in.
One went, 2 went, and then
Then they
2,000
all went underneath the barrier.
It's almost nightmarish. I think that's happened 4 times that we've done that.
Oh, geez,
Not that
really?
bad.
Yeah.
One year was really bad. Last year was pretty bad. So this year, because we can't block off the waterway, it's really impossible for us to be able to do that and have the duck race how we did when the kayak festival was happening. So
Well, the current was strong that day, too.
yes,
Doesn't
was.
help.
No, and it
No.
was just not feasible. So until another alternative comes up where we have the approval to block off a waterway, we're going to be doing it September 21st using the old-fashioned raffle drum. So you can get your ticket, $5 a ticket,
All right,
and
a chance to win $5,000.
$5,000. Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
No, and we don't have to chase ducks. So
Well, we just,
you're welcome.
Well,
That's to the
Justin's
staff.
going to be. Justin had fun. You know,
Yeah.
we were trolling down the river. It took us about an hour and a half to get all those ducks.
Yeah, and
back.
we did lose a couple, so
Yeah.
always
A couple victims down
the
the lake.
escapees. Yeah.
Well, some of my Great Danes down
That,
there.
that was
tracked
actually kind of fun.
It
going
was
back to
fun.
that
It
day.
is.
Yeah.
It is really fun. Like that, we try to put fun into our events
Mm-hmm.
because you know you are talking about this and you remember it, and that's an emotional connection you
Right.
have to a memory.
We also
So when-
remembered those ducks, the weight of those ducks. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
the boat, we're thankful the boat didn't sink.
Yeah.
We had so many ducks
You
in
can
that
even
boat.
like
Yeah.
set up some sort of
2,500, that's a good
water stream.
selling for a boat.
But you set up a water stream down the road or something. There are ways of doing it.
Yeah, but you can't block the full waterway. That's the thing. So if
No,
a
but
boat
what
came,
about on the road, like a slip and slide sort of style?
I did think about that.
Yeah.
You think of it. Bring me a plan, and then as long as you're there to capture the ducks, we'll figure it
long
out.
as we
But
can
for next
capture,
year,
ducks
for
one,
next
two,
year.
three.
I'll slam them
Yeah.
right in the
But this year
kinsman's
it's just
car.
ballot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ballot.
Ballot ducks.
Yeah, ballot ducks.
Yeah.
They're cute tickets.
All right.
I
So
mean,
there you
All
go.
right, you don't believe her?
Well,
I
no,
believe her.
they are.
You can buy one at the home show this weekend.
We're going to buy them at the home show this
We
weekend.
will be at the home show.
And how much are the tickets?
$5.
$5.
Five bucks?
$5.
There you go. $5, $5,
$5.
$5.
I was going to say that.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're thinking pizza.
No pizza.
Is that's probably their
Yeah.
clever marketing for Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
All right.
What else is shaking?
So, also as part of the Ontario, it's a big mouthful, OTF grant, Ontario Trillium Foundation grant, we received funding to create a video. So this video is a promotional video, but it's not our voices. It's voices of clients who live in the north. So we're having a live premiere. It'll be live on Facebook, June the 20th at 6:30. You'll be able to meet, hopefully, some of the clients who spoke in the video. The other two executive directors from the north will be there, and Higher Ground Production will be there. That's the film crew that did our video. It is a stunning video with the stories of families that are living in the north. And it's part of an Our Connections Matter campaign that's being done province-wide. It's the beginning of a 5-part series, so the other parts are the individual family stories as it moves through. But it's really beautiful. You can hop on and talk to us and watch the video, be part of that. Yeah, we just really wanted to highlight the work that we do and use this as a way to share our story and the work that we do through the voices of these families.
Oh, ever beautiful.
Yeah, so you can find that right on our Facebook page, the Alzheimer Society Cochrane Temiskaming. Go into events, and it's Voices from the North, and
It's
you
right
can
there.
you can register for that and
June
join
the
us on
20th.
the 20th at 6:30. Yeah,
It'll be a nice
Yeah.
night.
and bring your Kleenex. Bring your Kleenex. Yeah, it's very moving. Yeah, it's very moving. It's beautiful.
Lots of busy folks.
Lots going on with the
happening,
Alzheimer's
doing amazing work.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
We love them over there.
And if
too.
you have any questions, just call us. If you
You're there all the time.
all the time, almost.
Well,
all
if
the
they
time.
left a message, you'd get back to
We'd
it.
get back.
It's not
Yeah.
days, weeks.
I leave you a voicemail,
right
you
there.
don't return
Oh,
anything.
come
You
on.
could
I
never work at the
return.
Alzheimer Society.
I work.
Yeah.
You put me right to voicemail.
No, I do not.
But yeah, I
I
just
send you voice notes.
Yeah, fair enough.
voice memos. I send myself those
He
when I'm
loved voice
driving. I'm like,
memos,
oh,
yeah.
Siri, send myself.
The only
a
guy I
memo."
send voice memos. to,
Right.
But, hey,
He loves my
sometimes
voice
it's easier than typing, to be
It
honest.
is. I'm just too lazy to type.
That's right.
But I just want to say thank you as well to you guys for having us on and for both talking about the serious and bringing the fun. So we have to talk about it. We have to wade into the weeds of the things that make us uncomfortable and scared. And that's how we know more. When you know more, you do more and you do better. So thank you for that.
Oh, it's our
Beautifully
pleasure.
said.
Yes, thank you.
Well, we know
Yeah,
we
we
it's a
appreciate
real
being
honor
a
of
part of
ours
it, yeah.
to be a small part.
Very proud to be a part of it.
The Alzheimer Society, and it's closely connected to both of us, and we always think when you come back in and have these conversations with us, because
And our
and it
door's
affects
always
a lot of
open
people.
for you.
And there's a lot of blue hearts being shared in the comment section.
Love
so.
it. Again, these blue shirts. If you're fundraising, $100 fundraise, you'll own these shirts for that walk on the
And you
27th.
can
yeah.
bring them back next year when you walk next year.
There we go.
You already have the shirt.
You already have the shirt.
You already have the shirt.
Well, we asked for new ones. We got greedy because we knew we were going to love
Well,
this
you know what
color.
that means, though. As
You
you
got
said,
two.
we're out.
That's
We need to
$200
fundraise.
right
That's
now.
right.
You need
we
to
need to
fundraise.
fundraise $200 between
right.
now and the
You're
27th,
gonna-
which we will
Yeah.
see.
But
And bring
I
to
also
you.
want to say,
Yeah.
if you want to come and money is the thing that keeps you away, don't worry about that. Just come. Just come and be part of it. Nobody's
And
going
be
to
part
be
of the
saying,
walk. Yeah, there's
nobody's,
no judgment
no,
zone. If
no,
you know,
just
yeah.
come and be part of it.
Donate your love.
And your
is,
time.
and your time. That's it.
Yep.
Maybe
There's
just
lots.
wear blue.
Yep. Well, thanks, guys.
You're
It's
welcome.
been a pleasure.
All right, so we're going to
you.
thank our sponsors. When we
Yes.
come back, I'm gonna bring Ronnie on camera because I want to test out our 3-camera system.
Okay.
With the game, but I'll tell you about it when we
All right.
come back.
The 3-camera system.
Thanks so much,
Yes,
Tracy.
all right.
Thank you very
All
much.
right,
Tracy,
Ronnie, you ready
thanks
to
so
roll
much.
those sponsors?
All right. Get those
All right.
pledges and fundraise
We'll
for
be-
the 27th. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Alzheimer Society Cochrane Temiskaming inviting you to put a team in and join one of their upcoming walks for the IG Wealth Management Walks May 27th for the Walk for Alzheimer's. Put a team in Timmins, Kapuskasing, or Temiskaming Shores. Register your teams online at walkforalzheimer.ca. Also purchase a ticket for the Northeastern Ontario monthly 50/50. And play Warhammer. Get those cracked iPhone screens replaced at Elite Geeks El Retronics, 133 Spruce Street South in Timmins. Contact Chad DeBano today, 705-266-7892. And DAP Cleaning Solutions, residential commercial cleaning excellence guaranteed. Book now for your carpet cleaning, strip, and wax jobs for your commercial unit for the month of May. Call now for your free quote, 705-465-3500. And Dare Timmins, join the Dare team as a board member. Apply today, daretimmins@gmail.com. And how about a free estimate from V&M Renovations? Contact Max and Justin for that kitchen, bathroom, bedroom reno. Maybe you need some mini excavating done. Call them today, 705-372-3832 for V&M Renovations. And the Business Improvement Association, the BIA. Find out what's happening in your downtown at downtowntimmins.com. Check them out in person at their new location, located 85 Pine Street South, Suite 108, or call 705-264-8733. And Jackpot City Gaming, play some progressive jackpots, bingo, Vegas-style games, and the Tactics Gaming Room. They're open Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. till 2, and they're now fully licensed at 251 First Avenue. And Core Business Solutions, your Apple authorized service provider in Timmins and Northern Ontario for all your Apple-related needs and questions. Contact them in person, 264 3rd Avenue, Suite 201 in Timmins, or call 705-531-3355. And Gerona's Borden Kelly Lawyers teaming up with the Seizure and Brain Injury Center in Timmins for their 2nd annual Helmet on Kids campaign. Save the date for June 1st, 2023. And Claim Post Realty Limited Brokerage. Albert Seal will seal your deal. For all his latest listings, check out albertseal.com. To book an appointment if you're buying or selling, contact Albert today, 705-465-3493. And Imagine Cinemas gearing up for Guardians of the Galaxy opening up this Thursday. Super Mario Brothers still on the big screen. And Are You There, God? All the tickets and showtimes online at imaginecinemas.com. And some big events happening between now and June. St. Jean-Baptiste Day with Lorone Timmins. Find out all the event and ticket information online at loronetimmins.ca. And the Kidney Foundation of Ontario. Did you know 1 in 10 Canadians have kidney disease? And numbers are on the rise. Diabetes is the leading cause of kidney failure in Canada. Learn if you are at risk online, kidney.ca/risk. And the Timmins Construction Association gearing up for a lot of fun this weekend for the 2023 Home, Cottage, and Lifestyle Show. We're going to have a booth there, and we'll see you there this Friday, 5 to 9, Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. In admission, only $5, free admission for children 12 and under.
There we go.
All right, so we have this 3-camera setup, and you.
Why, hello there. I'm stealing your camera.
Get out of my
Okay,
camera there, kids. But all right, so here's the deal. We're gonna play. I want to test out these cameras and how quick I can switch them. But we're gonna play this game you played maybe in kindergarten, where I say a word and then you say a word, and then Ronnie says a word to complete a sentence. You guys all got it?
Yeah,
I don't know if we have this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm stealing your camera, your limelight.
Okay.
I'll get back to mine.
You're gonna get your own
Well,
camera.
let's sample
Okay?
these cameras here. Let's see what we look like. Here.
All right, so
where's
you're
where's my
gonna be
mug?
there,
It's the
right?
KINZ cam.
And
now,
that's
now
gonna
where's
be
the
Ronnie, okay?
Ronnie's video bite cam. There
All
it
right.
is.
Okay. So
All
you
right.
ready? So I'm gonna start the sentence. Okay. So I
Want
2.
eat
broccoli.
No, thank you.
if
I.
Want.
This is going terribly bad.
something
Else.
I'll ask Mark.
Ronnie doesn't want to continue it because he's like skipping everything. Okay, let's see. Help
Me.
Go.
to
The.
Bathroom.
Is Ronnie the winner? Is anyone out there want to help Ronnie?
Yeah, anybody want to type in Ronnie's lyrics, please?
Okay, let's do one more before we get out.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Yeah, I think we failed here.
Okay.
Crash and burn.
All righty.
The dumpster fire.
I want
is
to go
on
back
fire.
to my
Okay.
corner.
Elephants
Love.
Peanuts.
and
Marshmallows.
And
the Leafs.
Because.
they.
Suck.
But before we get out of
We
there,
used to work
Are we good out of there?
Yeah.
my-
Say,
All right.
say goodbye, Kinsman.
All right,
as
we're
I
going to say
press
goodbye.
the magic.
We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Same time, same channel.
I'm going home.
Not today. You got your life to waste. Don't wait around for circumstance to go your way. Why not today? Why not today? Just go now, it's okay. Escape now from your cage. You've got your life to waste. Why not today? Why not today? Find me in a kayak on a summer afternoon. Help me pitch a tent while I'm whistling this tune. And we'll eat homemade pasta in any city we want to. Pack a bag and say, come on, let's go. 'Cause we could do this later. I'm sure it's worth the wait. But I think we have a better plan in place. Why not today? Why not today? You got your life to waste. Don't wait around for circumstance to go your way. Why not today? Why not today? Just go now, it's okay. Escape now from your cage. You've got your life to waste. Why not today?